Alright, hi everyone, it's R, and today we're about to do a real quick video. I want to record my thoughts about NOD-KRAI a little bit. So without further ado, let's go. The first thing that I wanted to discuss is where NOD-KRAI is located, because many of people may think that Snezhnaya is somewhere here, above Mondstadt, but I think absolutely otherwise. And I also have a little proof of my theory. At first, I wanted to go to Fontaine to reread something, because I haven't read it in a while, and I need to confirm once more my theory, so that will be quick. Alright, if I remember correctly, I've heard there's a new clothing trend in Natlan. We'll check it out when I have some time. Snezhnaya designs can be used as reference for winter wear. If it's on the way, that line can potentially confirm that if you're heading out from Fontaine to Natlan, Snezhnaya is on the way. So here we can see the Maritime Harbor, and that leads to this platform. We can't go to anywhere here, so the only way we can go from the Maritime Harbor officially is Sumeru, Beta Harbor. And that also is confirmed by the fact that all of the ships here are either from Sumeru or from Fontaine. You can probably go from Maritime Harbor to Chenyu Whale. The only possible way is this little harbor here, but that's not really official. And if I remember correctly, this place also has a little world quest when there are contrabanda going on there. So by official means, from the Maritime Harbor you can only go to Sumeru, to the Beta Harbor. Oh my gosh, I like that track very much. That's one of my favorite tracks in the game. Alright, let's continue. Oh, look at this shot, dude. Wait a sec. I'll admire the view. Oh, I thought that was sunset. No, it's sunrise, of course. How could I forget that the sunrise is from that direction? A little break here for the music. Alright, let's continue. And here we can see the Lumidus Harbor, which also is divided by this platform via this waterfall. So using Lumidus Harbor, Fontainians can travel to Lyra, to the Yiln Wharf, or they can travel to this location, whatever the hell this is. And the fact too, we don't really know, I think, where actually this platform ends. Alright, so from here we can see that this platform is definitely higher than this ocean over here. This placeholder is dividing this part of the ocean to this platform. Alright, so that was the mountain where we were just now. Yeah, there are probably also placeholders that divide that part of the ocean. That part of the ocean is probably higher than the one where Natlan is located. The letter from Churia Boutique writes that you can go from Fontaine to Natlan and Snezhnaya will be on the way. From this port you need to go to Sumeru, to Port Ormos, and then by a boat you can go to Natlan. But that way Snezhnaya won't be on the way. And if Snezhnaya is here, then the only way to go to Natlan will be to cross all of Snezhnaya, then Dormant Port. Then you will cross all of this to get to Natlan. So there's no shot that Snezhnaya is on the way to Natlan via Maritime Harbor and via Lumidus Harbor even more. So this letter, that was released a year ago by the way, implies that 100% Fontaine has another port, and it's probably located somewhere here, because that will be the most convenient place for the port. And also, the important fact that confirms that theory, this is a destroyed aquabus line, and we don't know currently where it led, how it was destroyed. So if Fontaine has a port over here, that means that this line probably led something like that and right to the port. And so if the port will be released, we will probably see the ruins of that line. So if the port is here or here, Snezhnaya will be on the way to Natlan. Now you understand what I'm talking about, right? Natlan is over here and Snezhnaya is on the way. So my theory is that NOD-KRAI is located somewhere here, and what I think is that this shot of EC Island from the moon event was made from somewhere like here to this place, and that EC Island is located somewhere here maybe, or even here. And also, I'm really sorry, I don't remember where was it exactly, but in Natlan we've heard that NOD-KRAI is all grey, and some parts of the Masters of the Nightwind tribe, for example here, there were quests when that place was getting grey and we purified it, so that those places and NOD-KRAI are grey because of some disaster from the north. You understand what I mean, right? From the north. From the north here should be Snezhnaya, or NOD-KRAI probably. Still, I don't really understand how then NOD-KRAI will be located at the edge of the world. That place doesn't seem like it. I'm not sure, maybe it was just a metaphor. We'll see. So those are already two confirmations that NOD-KRAI is here, and the third one is gonna just blow you up. I am absolutely sure that almost none of players ever noticed this exact detail. And to show you this detail, I'm about to head to the heart of the sacred mountain. Our shade of the crimson moon is here. Oh, that's gorgeous. But I'm here not for that. By the way, shout out to the music that is about to play right now, because that music, the third interpretation of the Saurian main theme, I almost cried when I first heard it by doing the Saurian quest. Before we will begin, I will show you the first detail and then the most interesting one. That violin. I can't. I can listen to that track forever. That sounds so tragic. If the first theme of our little Saurian companion was really happy, really cheerful, the second one was a little bit sad, but still there were almost like some hope there. It was more like emotional, and compared to those ones, this theme sounds absolutely tragic. I like all the versions, to be honest. Alright, so from here, if anyone haven't noticed, we can see the projection of all of Natlan. This mountain is probably the same mountain that was the first one that we saw in Natlan. That's probably this mountain that we haven't got released yet in the game. That one is NOD-KRAI. This is the Flower Feather clan. That is the shape of the Masters of the Nightwind. I don't know what that is though. Maybe that's not really important. There are the people of the springs. Children of Echoes here. Here's the Kaotepec mountain with Kenich tribe. Here's the Collective of Plenty and the volcano, where we can see the projection of this exact location. And this location is located inside the volcano. So that's 100% a representation of the volcano. And now is the most interesting part. This is NOD-KRAI, and in the quest the dragon said that this is how it was before the cataclysm. So that's why we can see here these rocks. In NOD-KRAI we can't see those ones in the air because they were destroyed. When the skies were reshaped, those structures were destroyed. And that's why above NOD-KRAI there are a lot of stones flying in the air. There are remains of this exact structure that was destroyed after the cataclysm. And here we can see Tonatiuh, and it's also in the air right now. And now the most interesting part that no one actually understood. So here's NOD-KRAI, we're looking up, upper, oh, and what we can see here, 1, 2, 3 moons. We can literally see 3 moons above NOD-KRAI. And the most interesting part, that they are in the right positions. Let me explain, alright? We're looking at NOD-KRAI from here, and there are 3 moons. 1 moon is here. I will call it the first moon, I will call this the second, and this the third. Alright, the first moon is here,
What could the children
the second moon is here, and the third one is here.
Never mind.
And now, let's check the map. We're looking almost from here at NOD-KRAI, and the first moon is here. So something from here to this part. And the most insane fact is that in this exact direction there are the remains of the Natlan moon. Look at it, they're in the same position. Alright, you remember the first moon was in that direction, the second was in that direction, and the third one was somewhere there. So in the direction of the first moon, there this destroyed moon. When I first saw it, I understood immediately what it implies. And now you will also see that. And here is the night time. And what we can see? The third moon here in the same exact direction as it was in the Ochkanatlan in that project. It literally rises from the same direction. So that means that those places are no coincidence at all. And what do we have here? The second moon is in the same direction as I think NOD-KRAI is. And all of that absolutely confirms that Snezhnaya is located here, at least NOD-KRAI, absolutely 100%, and the best view at NOD-KRAI at its release will be from Ochkanatlan. So everyone exit the game the day before NOD-KRAI releases from the Ochkanatlan's highest point right here, or maybe, by the way, this location will also be great to exit the game the day before NOD-KRAI, we will see. But that's huge. And also the thing that I wanted to tell you, I haven't seen Skirk's gameplay, I will see it on the special program, but for some reason, I don't know why, I feel like her ult is gonna look similar to Yanjin attack with a sword. You know, from HSR when Jinliu teaches Yanjin of this powerful attack with a sword from the sky, and he do it in the fight with Blade and Biometer Lunae. I feel like Skirk's ultimate is gonna be somehow similar. I'm not sure, but I feel like it. And I also feel like Skirk is a projection of Jinliu from HSR into Genshin too. Hi, my favorite location in the game again. Oh, and yeah, I also think that the first location in NOD-KRAI will be probably 2 or 3 islands. I think that it will be kind of the same in NOD-KRAI. There will be EC Island over here, a vast huge location, another island maybe here, and another here. I don't know why, but I feel like EC Island is gonna be here and it won't be much inhabited. The main city of NOD-KRAI will be on another island somewhere here. You can't imagine how much I like that location. And you can imagine how excited I was when Natlan came out and when the views from here changed that much. Yeah, that island is probably EC Island. Wait, no! Those placeholders literally confirm what I just said. That there will be a huge EC Island here, a little island here, and a bigger island over there. And that actually seems like a gateway, by the way. So you go from here, then on foot, all the way here, then you take a ship and travel all the way to this island, which will be a part of NOD-KRAI, and then to that island, which will be probably EC Island. I think that this shot of EC Island was made from almost here, and I also really want to have a cool feature in NOD-KRAI. Clear starry sky will probably be an important factor and a really beautiful part of NOD-KRAI, or I should say aspect of NOD-KRAI. So the thing that I would love to see in NOD-KRAI is that in the sky you could actually see all of constellations of all of playable characters. That would be such a great detail. And as the new playable characters would be released, they would add a new constellation on the sky of NOD-KRAI. And that can be easily explained, by the way, by the lore, that the traveler hasn't met the person yet, so he or she can't really distinguish the stars in the sky to make a constellation. But when the traveler met the character, he can already see their constellations in the sky. I kinda understand that Hoyo won't probably do that, but I would so love to see that. So that's all for today. Thank you everyone for watching, and bye everyone. And I also forgot to mention that I am absolutely certain that the Song of a Walking Moon is a song that plays on the Issei Island in the night. It's like a night theme of that exact location.